Imagine being in the 13th century, where religious thought was confined to a well-defined square, and then, like a lightning bolt in a silent storm, Thomas Aquinas appeared. This philosopher and theologian broke paradigms by masterfully merging the teachings of Aristotle with Christian doctrine. Who would have imagined that the depth of Greek reasoning would intertwine with the high echelons of faith? With his restless mind, Thomas Aquinas challenged conventions like a Renaissance artist in a medieval age. His bold interpretation became an indestructible foundation that resonates to this day. This unique blend not only shook his contemporaries, but was etched in history as a resounding canon of spiritual innovation. But what made his ideas so irresistible to all those intellectuals searching for truth? Aquinas was a magician of logical thought who did not fear exploring natural reason as a means to understand divine enlightenment. He did not settle for simply accepting, but inquired, questioned, and reinvented. He combined blind faith with sharp intelligence, making the most esoteric concepts as clear as spring water. In his masterpiece, Summa Theologica, he achieves a perfect balance, like a tightrope walker, between science and theology. Today, his legacy continues to challenge students and scholars alike, as an intellectual puzzle inviting to be solved. Perhaps one of his greatest achievements was how he redefined the concept of being. In his time, the idea of essence and existence was nothing more than a sacred mystery. However, the bold Thomas questioned that mist with such forceful logic that it illuminated new perspectives. Since then, the question was no longer whether God existed, but how his existence and essence could be understood in conjunction with human reality. This approach allowed subsequent generations to explore religious beliefs with unprecedented enthusiasm, as if a new light guided their way in a dense forest. Aquinas offered a lantern in the darkness of theological uncertainty, and his impact was so profound that its echoes still resonate in universities worldwide. This ingenious thinker not only changed the way of looking at theology, but also introduced new methods to the study of ethics. For the first time, morality began to play by rules of logic and reason. The notion of a final purpose and natural law was solidified in Christian thought thanks to him. Like an architect of modern morality, Aquinas laid foundations so solid that even after more than 8 centuries, his perception of the common good remains relevant. Imagine the impact of his ideas. It's as if he unleashed a giant wave in a calm sea. His theological revolution was so extraordinary that it would be unwise not to wonder, what would have become of religious philosophy without this titan of intellectuality?